Hi, third graders. Today in reading, we're going to have this goal. I can understand that sometimes characters from different books learn the same lesson. Now, in fiction stories, characters often learn important lessons. Here is an example, or here are some examples of some of those lessons. Always be kind to others. Hard work is important. It is important to stand up for others. It only takes one person to make a big difference. It's okay to be different. Always try your best. Don't give up. So characters can learn all sorts of different lessons in stories, and these are just a few of the many lessons they can learn. So let's take a look at two books we've read by Patricia Polacco, Rotten Richie and the Ultimate Dare, and My Rotten Red-Headed Older Brother. What is similar in both of these books? Well, in Rotten Richie, the two siblings are definitely rivals. One thinks that ballet is harder than hockey. The other thinks that hockey is harder than ballet. How about in My Rotten Red-Headed Older Brother? Trisha thinks she can eat more rhubarb than her brother, but her brother thinks he can eat more rhubarb than her. This is one way that both of these books are similar. What's another way? Well, in Rotten Richie and the Ultimate Dare, Richie dances Paul's part so Trisha can do her closing solo. In My Rotten Red-Headed Older Brother, we see again that Richie is willing to help Trisha. He carries Trisha all the way home when she falls off the merry-go-round and then goes to get the doctor. So, what is the lesson the characters learn in both of these books? Well, I think the lesson is you might fight with your siblings, but you still love and care about each other. Now, books don't have to be written by the same author in order to have similar lessons. So let's take a look at these two books. Do you remember when we read Dumpling Soup or when we read In My Mama's Kitchen? It was a little while ago, but I think if you really think about it, you can remember some of the things from this story. In Dumpling Soup, Marissa helps her family make dumplings for New Year's. In My Mama's Kitchen, there are Saturday gatherings when the aunts make soup or when Dad makes corn pudding. What else is similar in these books? Well, in Dumpling Soup, there are many generations that gather together for this special event. In My Mama's Kitchen, we see the same thing. It's either aunts coming over or maybe grandparents. There are parents and children. So what is the lesson that the characters learn in both of these books? The lesson is that sharing happy and special times brings families closer together. So congratulations, third graders. You can now understand that sometimes characters from different books learn the same lesson. Sometimes the books are written by the same author, but most times they're not. So today, as you're doing your independent reading, if you're reading a fiction book, think about what is the lesson that the character is learning. Have you read any other books where a character learns a similar lesson? Happy reading, third graders.